I have a little speech that I tell you. So it just lets you know what to expect through the evaluation. So on a normal evaluation day, we would inspect 9 rooms. We'll do 6 vacant ready and 3 vacant dirty if we can get that available. Sometimes with occupancy, we have to make concessions and deal with what we have. So knowing that this is going to be a very busy leisure location, we'll make that happen as we need to. As I walk around the rooms, I'll call 3 types of deficiencies if applicable. Cleanliness, no degree of cleanliness, either it's clean or it's not. Major condition, something that should probably be repaired or removed immediately, or a life safety item, anything that could bring harm to the guest. And then final will be noted or minor condition, little nicks, little scratches, little scrapes, stuff like that. As I walk around and I call those things into my recorder, it means nothing until we see something that becomes a trend. Trend is the same cleanliness or condition item showing in 3 or more of the rooms that we walk for the day.
Okay.
So for example, high dust on wall decor. Number 1 and 2, it'll hurt the morale, maybe that I found a little bit of dust, but number 3 is where it would actually have an impact on the report. Okay. Other side of the coin would be the possibility for a room to fail its overall inspection. And there's 3 different ways that that could possibly occur. 6 cleanliness calls in the entire room, or 4 in a concentrated area. So bedroom, bathroom. If we notice that's happened, we'll stop, qualify, make sure everybody understands, and go ahead and walk on to the next room. The other 2 ways would be for a single high guest impact item for either condition or cleanliness. High guest impact for condition is something that really should have warranted a room being on out of order basis. So if we walked into a room that was coated vacant ready and we have a window pane cracked corner to corner, that could fail that room because we should have had that room on either vacant, dirty, or out of order status. High guest impact for cleanliness usually pertains to housekeeping, something missed by the room attendant and then missed by the inspector before the room was put back on vacant ready status. So those items that we would very affectionately call evidence of a previous guest. So leftover food in a refrigerator, excessive trash in a trash can, those types of things. All right, so I'm going to talk aloud for the first room, tell you what I'm doing, all that fun stuff. So while you come in and you turn on lights and TVs for me, I'm going to start at the front door, hold the door to approximately 45-degree angle, ensure that it self-closes, which that one bounced on us that time, so I'll give her a second shot. Okay, good. We're going to check and make sure the auxiliary latch is stable and latches, deadbolt latches, and easily disengages with the handle. You're going to check our door viewer, making sure it's not obstructed or turned around backwards. Our evacuation sign is clean and in place and accurate. You're going to check our doors, door frames, make sure everything looks good. All the paint is a nice consistent color on the walls. We're not seeing polka dotted paint touch-ups, scuff marks, anything of that sort. Anything attached to the wall, I'm going to make sure that it's attached at the bottom and that there's no dust buildup on top. Mirrors, of course, I'm not being vain, I promise. I'm looking for smudge marks, cracks, anything like that in the mirrors. Floors, we're going to make sure they're a nice consistent look all the way through, that there's not discoloration or damage anywhere. Carpet, we check it threading, any transitions to make sure we don't have any little threads coming up. And then I'm also looking at traffic areas to make sure we can't see that the carpet has been beat down in any areas. Lamps, of course, we want to make sure everything works, is in good order. Microwave, I'm going to open, make sure that the microwave plate is clean, and a proper size plate for that microwave. Check for dust buildup on top. Our ice buckets, we'll look inside, make sure the liner is present, everything is clean, our cups are present. Refrigerators, we're going to check the gasket, make sure it's clean and not split. Refrigerators with a freezer must have the freezer door. All the shelves are in place, nothing is rusted or damaged. I'll grab the remote for the TV, flip through a couple of channels on the TV, making sure that the remote batteries are working, making sure the TV channels are coming in clearly, and then I'm pretty picky about cleanliness of remotes because every year it ends up to be the #1 item on the bacteria list.
Okay.
So I check remotes and I'm pretty serious about remotes. So drawers, we're going to pull everything out, make sure that we have drawer stops, make sure nobody left us any souvenirs of socks or underwear. Coffee makers, I'm going to check a few things on. I'm going to check and make sure that the drip tray, which this one's still, make sure the drip tray is clean. I'm going to press the top and make sure that there is not, oh, and that one's brand new, so it's going to be tough to get out. I'm going to make sure that there aren't browns in here. And then there's a little place right in the front here that tends to get a lot of coffee buildup and everything in it. So we're going to check there and make sure that that area is clean. Check and make sure we have 2 regular coffee, 1 decaf, and 1 tea. All of our amenities are stocked, and we're short 1 of our little amenity packet. So I would normally take a recorder out, and we're short a condiment packet. Put that back in my pocket. Make sure we have our hot cups here. Trash cans, make sure that the trash can is clean inside and out, that it's not damaged. Our desk chair, we're going to make sure that the fabric is good. All of the rattan is in good shape. It's not threading or damaged anywhere. Woodwork, we're checking edges and surfaces, making sure it's not scratched or damaged. Anything hanging up, we'll check and make sure that we don't have dust buildup. We're gonna check all of our cards, making sure that they're clean on both sides and that they're all present. Right now, we're just missing the menu card.
The menu.
Guest service directory. I'll flip through the pages, making sure there's no penmanship or damage on any of the pages. Check and make sure all of our lamps are working. Windows are clean. Of course, we know construction is going on outside, so we have a little bit of stuff outside. We're gonna make sure that they're not smudged, damaged, cracked, anything of that sort. We've got an interesting carpet cove-based piece, so if we found this during an inspection, I would pull out the recorder. We've got a cove-based piece of carpet, and I have some drip staining on the HVAC case. So that would be examples of type of things that I would call. Tables, we're checking woodwork, making sure there's not any scraping, damages, and on these, since we have these beautiful wood bases, we'll be checking the base as well. Make sure all of our lamps are working, our radio is present, our drawers are empty and nice. You don't get an area down there where people can leave dust and junk. All right, Miss Cassie, stand on this side of the bed for me, and we're gonna pull down the bed so you can set down all of your fun stuff. All right, so if you can take the pillow, the first one, and lay it down, so I get an opportunity to see the